I'm not gonna bullshit around, waste your time. I wrote down 7 tips to help me lose 15 pounds in 2 months. All right, I'm gonna spit some game on y'all. All right, step one: make easy sacrifices. What does that mean? Well, listen, look at all of the shit you eat throughout the day, right? Like, let's look at your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and let's see like which foods that you eat actually give you the most enjoyment per calorie. Like if you're eating, some good ass like meat, pause, you like that shit, like keep it in your diet, right? But for me, I saw it throughout the day, I saw the morning. I didn't really enjoy my breakfast too much unless it was some good shit, right? Because in the morning, as a brown guy, my mom was always making roti and some other stuff, right? But I didn't really like roti that much that I wanted to keep it if I'm trying to get on the cut. So I cut that shit out. I cut out a lot of snacks. I cut down the portions. I cut out some rice. And that's like saving me around like 400 or 500 calories, maybe 6, 7. But like, you just gotta look at what you eat throughout the day, see which ones you can sacrifice, and try. You don't gotta sacrifice the good shit that you really really like, but you could sacrifice some shit that's like, I don't need to eat like 3 cups of rice. I can eat like 2, or I don't need to eat breakfast. I'll just cut that out, and I'll be fine because I'm not hungry in the morning anyway. All right, next. Step 2, 10K steps a day. Average it out throughout the month, all right? If you feel guilty because you can't hit it every single day, I'm not going to tell you got to hit it every day. But let's say you hit 6K one day, you got to make that up throughout the month, right? You got to go ham, maybe hit a 20K, start getting into walking, getting into walks. I go on walks. I'm going to go on one right after this video, right? I'm going to record this. I'm going to go on a walk because, not only for the steps, but like, you just love life more when you're just going on a walk. You're just playing your music and like shit like that, right? Like, but the benefit of the 10K steps is like it gives you, some cushion, right? So if you don't want to track calories like me, you're gonna do step 3, which is to guesstimate your calories throughout the day, right? And you're not gonna be able to be 100% accurate. Like, you won't know like if some shit has like 200 calories of oil in it if you're eating outside, and you don't know how much calories is in that white sauce that they pour all over the gyro. But your cardio, your 400 calories, your 10K steps is gonna help cushion that, and incorporate all of the extra shit that you can't really like track accurately, so that you're still like not gonna go eat above your maintenance. You're gonna stay like a little bit below, or like significantly below your maintenance, so you're able to cut and shit like that, right? All right. Step 4, check your progress with the scale. Now, I know online you see a lot of motherfuckers taking like, yo, it's not about the number on the scale, it's about how much fat you lose. And I agree. But listen, you're not gonna be able to tell, especially as a fat guy like me, like you're not gonna be able to tell. Well, ex-fat guy, I'm, slimming down. I'm not no fat motherfucker no more. She. But yeah, I don't even know if my biceps was in frame. Okay. But yeah, you're not going to be able to tell if you're losing fat, all right? So the scale is like the second best way. Same way that like when you're in the gym, you're not going to be able to tell if you're like actually building muscle like for a while. But you could tell based off strength, because it's not causation, but correlation is good enough, all right? So try to track it. Don't get too demotivated. If you see some spikes, just cope and say it's muscle if you're hitting the gym, which you should be. But this is not no like basic ass advice. This is a nitty gritty. Not really nitty gritty, but like shit that helped me. That's like a little bit more original. All right, I can't waste your time. Step 5, drink water before you eat. Self-explanatory. It helps you feel more full before you eat, so you don't eat as much. Because if you're parched and you're eating, you're not gonna understand when you're full, because you're like still thinking about the water, right? So quench your thirst first, and then eat, and then you'll feel a bit fuller. Step 6, track your calories weekly. So this is like, obviously I'm not saying track your calories. We're not doing that shit. Like, I'm not at that level yet where I'm going to track calories. I told you step 3, guesstimate them. But this is the idea, right? You have 7 days in a week, right? And let's say your maintenance is 2,500 calories, but you're eating at around like 2,100. 400 calorie deficit, right? That means like throughout the week you have 21 times 7, 147. 147, so 14,000 calories, right? 14,000 calories throughout the week. If you binge eat, or like you're just out with your boys, you eat like 4,000 calories, that's tough, but it's not the end of the world. You just gotta like shave that shit off for the rest of the days. If you got a big day coming up and you know you're gonna feast like crazy, cut some calories out throughout the day. Do extra cardio, do extra 10K steps, go 20K steps, do that shit. And listen, it's gonna work out. Trust me. And I think that was 6. Yes, that was 6. That was 6. And step 7, don't over diet. All right, you gotta eat your shit. If you're gonna do the 800 calorie diets, like, you're fucking tweaking. Don't do that shit. All right, and that's simple. Now, I could go into way more depth. I could talk about like, oh, you need some good sleep. You could get all that shit. Let me know if you want to watch more videos about, you know, me as I go through my journey. If you want more fitness videos, if you want to hear me yap, because I'm about to record a yapping video, I'm going to send that shit in the same day, because I've been gone for 3 fucking weeks. And I'm thinking about this shit, like, I gotta see my vision of, you know, spitting as much shit out of my mouth as I can to y'all, so y'all can, like, take whatever shit you want and put it in your head and be like, oh, this motherfucker's cooking. You gotta hear that shit. You gotta hear me out, all right? Take these 7 tips. I got more for y'all. If you want to, if you got more, leave it down. But like, don't spoil that shit because I need content. Peace out.